Ancient Greece was a land of hardship, rocky, sun-scorched, and unforgiving. Survival demanded strength and resilience. The gods watched but offered no comfort, only challenges. In this crucible, Sparta stood apart. From birth, Spartans were tested. Life was duty, not comfort. Darios was not the strongest or fastest, often overlooked among his peers, but he had an unbreakable will. Knocked down, he always rose again. The agoge, his training, was brutal, designed to break the weak. Darios learned to endure pain, hunger, and punishment in silence. True strength, he realized, was not muscle, but the refusal to surrender to pain or fear. As a teen, he faced his greatest test, surviving alone in the mountains with only a cloak and knife. Hunger, cold, and wolves stalked him. One night, a wolf challenged him. Darios stood his ground, and the beast retreated. He returned to Sparta changed, not with a trophy, but with quiet confidence. He had faced the wild and had not flinched. In Sparta, that was enough. The land forged men of will, not just warriors of muscle. Every hardship was a lesson in endurance. Darios learned to adapt, to overcome, and to never complain. In this world, only the strong in spirit survived. Darios was ready for whatever came next. The gods demanded courage. Darios answered with resolve. In Sparta, that was the only way. Years passed. Darios became a disciplined hoplite. The Persian Empire threatened Greece, and King Leonidas chose 300 for a legendary stand. Darios was not among them. Instead, he was assigned a vital but unsung task guard the southern hills from Persian scouts. No glory, no songs, just duty. Darios accepted, without complaint. He and 20 Spartans marched to the lonely hills, knowing their mission was crucial. If the Persians broke through, the Greek army would be trapped. Darios led men not celebrated in song, but steadfast in resolve. Their job, be an unbreachable wall, unseen but essential. They watched, waited, and prepared. Glory was not their reward, service was. Darios understood. True honor was in doing what needed to be done. The fate of many rested on the silence of a few. In the quiet hills, they stood ready. The hill was barren, the task thankless. Darios and his men kept silent watch, alert for any sign of the enemy. They mapped every rock, set ambush points, and waited. The sounds of Thermopylae's battle were distant echoes. Here, patience and vigilance were their weapons. On the third night, a thick fog rolled in, perfect cover for enemy scouts. Visibility vanished, nerves tightened. Darios listened, every sense sharpened. A faint crunch, a signal. He gave the agreed whistle, alerting his men. The enemy was upon them. The silent watch was over. The fight was about to begin. No witnesses, no glory, just survival. Each Spartan became an island of defiance in the fog. The battle for the hill was about to start. The first Persian emerged from the mist, a silent killer. Darios struck first, spear swift and sure. The hill erupted into chaos. Close combat, shield to shield, blade to blade. Spartans fought for every inch, each man holding his ground. Darios moved with cold focus, saving comrades, felling foes. The Persians sent 100, the Spartans were 20. One by one, Darios's men fell, each taking enemies with them. Darios fought on, wounded but relentless. Soon, he stood alone, surrounded by the fallen. 30 Persians remained, circling him. They saw a lone, wounded Spartan, an easy kill. But Darios's eyes burned with defiance. He planted his feet, raised his shield, and prepared for the final stand. He was the last wall. The lion of the quiet hill would not yield. The Persians advanced, but Darios would not retreat. The fight was not over. The hill would be defended to the last breath. Darios did not shout, he fought in silence. The Persians attacked. Darios met them, shield and broken spear flashing. He used the rocks, forced them to come at him, wound after wound. He would not fall. Leaning against a boulder, he made his last stand. The fight seemed endless. Darios became more than a man, he was the spirit of Sparta. When dawn broke, the fog lifted to reveal a hill covered in Persian dead. Darios stood, lifeless but unbowed, spear in hand. He had not let a single enemy pass. His mission was complete. Villagers later found the scene, awed by the silent hero. They built a shrine, calling him the lion who did not roar. His story was whispered for generations, a reminder that true heroism is quiet, steadfast, and unyielding. Sparta needed not just heroes, but men who would never yield. Darios' stand was unknown to history, but immortal in spirit. The quiet hill was held. Duty, not glory, was his legacy.